Hey guys, Blace07 here. I'm going to be bringing you my Rabbit deck list for the new September format. They changed a couple things on the list, which obviously changed Rabbit, but it still plays pretty much the same way. I've changed a couple cards, replaced them here and there from my World Championship qualifier deck list, so we'll go ahead and start. I'm playing 2 Rabbit now because it's at 2. You don't draw it as much, but that's alright. You still got the 6 normal monsters. You still got to play those. One of the changes as well is you can only play 2 tour guides. So I've got 2 tour guide, Sandigan, and for right now I'm playing tour bus because in Rabbit you need to be able to have 2 playable tour guides. So let's say if I tour guide into Sandigan first turn, that way I can pull the Rabbit. If I draw the other tour guide, I will still be able to play it with the tour bus in deck, whereas if I wasn't playing this would be dead. So doing the Sandigan play isn't as useful. And tour guiding into tour guide, I don't need to do that. If I'm going to tour guide into something to XYZ, I can just pull out the tour bus, and tour bus's effect is kind of irrelevant, but it can help at times to recycle the normal monsters if you need to Rabbit as well. I've liked tour bus, although it does suck sometimes when you draw it, so you gotta put up with that. I'm playing 3 Thunder King. I'm not playing Guaiba right now. I haven't been a fan of that card for a while, and I feel like Thunder King is going to see a rise in popularity because on the ban list, plants and stuff like Diamond Dude Turbo or whatever you want to call it, Teledad, stuff like that, it's all coming back, and Synchros and everything, and Thunder King is just really amazing against those decks, and it's really good against Rabbit too. Also, Inzectors have pretty much died off now. I mean, they're still going to be played by some people, but Thunder King definitely is going to see more play because it's not good against Inzectors, and Inzectors are gone now, so you can play it again. 1 Spirit Reaper still, good for stalling. Still playing the 1 Gores. I'm still also playing 3 Effect Veiler because I'm playing BLS. That gives me 6 light targets with the 3 Thunder Kings, which is more than enough to play BLS and sack some people. There's also 6 Darks, so this card, I mean, you still dead draw it occasionally, but it's not nearly as much as before. So that's the monsters. One of the problems I seem to be having is not drawing as many monsters as before because you lost the, at least playable monsters, because you lost the tour guide and you lost the Rabbit, which is 2 less summonable monsters. But the Thunder Kings have helped because it gives you a good first turn play when you don't have the Rabbit or the tour guide. Still playing the 3 Mystical Space Typhoon because you pretty much have to in Rabbit. You have to be able to get your plays through, and this is the best way to do it. 2 Forbidden Lance. I don't think you need 3 anymore, especially since I'm not playing Guaiba, and you're not going to have the Volzers on the field as much as you used to, but Lance is still a really good card in this deck. And then you've got the staples, Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, and Dark Hole. Pot of Avarice, I keep dead drawing this like in the first couple turns because if you don't draw Rabbit, it's hard to get the monsters in the grave, so I'm not sure how useful Avarice is anymore, but I'm still going to keep playing it for now just to see. That's the spells. And traps, you've got the Solemns, 2 Warning, 1 Judgment, the 2 Bottomless. These are all pretty much staple here. I'm only playing 1 Torrential Tribute. I'll show you why in a second. Mainly because I'm playing 3 Thunder King and I don't want to be blowing up my field as much, but also it's more of a room. I needed more room, and this was the card I cut. Still playing the 1 Deep Prison even though Mirror Force is at 2. I just think this is still a better card. You're not going to want to Mirror Force a Card Trooper or a Stardust Dragon and stuff like that. I just think Deep Prison's a lot better right now, especially since all the Synchros are coming back and people are going to be going into Stardust a lot more. I'm still playing the 1 Compulse as well. It's really clutch when they Veiler your tour guide, and you can just pull out the Sandigan and still have a playable tour guide. And you can compulse your Rabbit back to hand if they Veiler it, or use it for removal. It's just got a lot of versatility in Rabbit. Last card is Starlight Road. I added this in now because there's 2 Torrential, 2 Mirror Force, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. There's so many cards you can play this on, and most of the time if you trigger a Starlight Road, you're going to win. And you can also play it on the Bottomless when they Bottomless the 2 cards off of Rabbit. So there's just so many cards you can play this on now. And I just think it's really good right now. The deck's 40 cards. I don't have a side deck made because I'm not exactly sure how the meta is going to go. I've got a regional that I'm probably going to go to on the 1st, so I'll make one up before then, but for now I don't have one. But the extra deck, 2 Logia. I still think you need the 2 Logia. Logia's is broken. I'm still playing the 2 Dolka. You could probably drop this to 1 because you only have 2 playable rabbits now. But, I mean, because the 2 rabbits and the Avarice, it's harder to go through and recycle all of the targets. But I'm still going to play 2 just in case. I don't really have any room problems currently. The 1 Photon Popolo Operative for Spirit Reapers and stuff. We've still got Maystroke in here. He's still really useful. Utopia Ray and Utopia. A lot of people don't play Utopia Ray, but I gave my reasons on my last video. I really like this card. It lets you steal a lot of games that you otherwise wouldn't be able to win if you're under 1,000 life points. And it's just a really clutch card. I think that's all my level 4s. Oh, no, one more. Gemnite Pearl. Still useful, especially now that Stardust is seeing more play. And then the 3s, you've got Tempo, still really good to get over Zen mains and all those pesky things. It'll really be good against Gachi now that agents are probably going to come back with Earth at 2. Leviathan, 1 Leviair. I don't really need more than 1 anymore. 1 Zen mains, 1 Acid Golem, and 1 Stardust Dragon for the Starlight Road. And you can also go into this if you Gore's Effect Veiler, which has made me want to play Scrap Dragon, but there's literally no room. So that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below. Tell me what you think the good decks in the format are going to be, side deck options, stuff like that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.